Weather not great in a few of our other WSL 2 games today, but looks all right here. And we'll start with this rugby union style kickoff from Charlton. If it offered Karen Hills at the start of the season that by the final game in December, her side would be the only unbeaten team in the top two divisions, and in fact there's only Wolves, Burnley and Bournemouth in the leagues below who also remain unbeaten. It has been absolutely exceptional. Their defence has been remarkable as well, just the 4 goals conceded. Sophie Whitehouse has been absolutely superb at times in goal. Forrest with the ball early. Karen Hills did say in her pre-match comments that she knew Forrest would keep the ball. She knew that her side would have to be patient. It actually suited her side. And then they pick up on moments like this, and suddenly Charlton can become dangerous. Ball well won, though, by Rogers. Emily Batty just taking her time. This will likely be the flow of the game early doors, I think. Forrest has spent the opening 2 minutes of the game just moving around their back line here. Smith. And that pass is a smart one as well, as is that. Forrest with a chance to finally break over the halfway line here. Pass is a little undercooked, but it's still going to land left-hand side for Head, who opts in the end, potentially sensibly, to let it run away. Settled really well since that arrival from Djurgården. Boyhalorka. Up ahead. That's a really smart little shuffle of the ball. In the end, Charlton able to deal with it and cleared against Head and out for a goal kick. Karen Hills on her 5th season in charge now. Did a brilliant job with Spurs, of course, in driving the club forward there. Can't blame her with that hot water bottle either today. Albeit there are some questions on the left-hand side about the shorts. About 9 degrees, I think, at the Valley today, which is not too bad, but it is that time of year, isn't it? Picked up again by Forrest. Flick forward, Boyhalorka put her body across well, but Charlton grabbed possession. Forrest absolutely up for this early doors. While Charlton will not mind too much Forrest having the ball, they will want a bit of it themselves soon. Ball is brilliantly won here by Charlton. Roll towards his left-hand side. Hutton. To Newsom. Cleared away. And that has been Charlton's way this season. The way they can switch, flick a switch, I should say, has been unbelievable. You look through there, not really at the top of any of the top attacking stats in the league. Shots on target, shots created. But they are absolutely ruthless in how they win games. And of course, having a borderline impenetrable back line has always going to help you with that. Here they come again here, edge of the penalty area, but retreating. Down this right-hand side and cuts out well. Charlton starting to get a little bit of the game now. She has a style of play, Carly Davies, no question about that. It has worked for Forest, the promotion last season. A real comfort they're feeling in the Barclays WSL 2 this season. It is working. But that will be a Charlton free kick. Amy Rogers, the guilty party, was booked actually by Alice Parker the last time player and referee met. Kept the ball in, Rogers, and then just tried to hunt it down. A chance now for Charlton. Six in and around the penalty area. And Jodie Hutton, well, what a season she's been having so far. Hutton's ball in toward the back post. It's a good one as well. It was a very momentarily dangerous ball in. I think it might have been Newsham who was loitering at the back post. Halorka, as she tends to do, just dropping deep to help out. And again, I don't want to labour the point about Forest's passing, but no one had passed more in the league coming into today. 4,952 passes. How about that for a stat? Before today, it's opening 7 or so minutes. You can see how that number's been amassed. Win it well there. Rowe gives the ball away, and Charlton again with it. It's a lovely little ball through. Slammed clear. Flannery was chasing to catch that. Cuts out well in the end by Mustaki. Oh, the ball has been flicked on. It's been a bit of a lucky one as well. Can Forest deal with this? It's going to be one they get away with. Although Charlton keep going and win it back. Jodie Hutton. Good defending second time around. Charlton will keep it though. Fitzgerald's ball in is a tad wild. And for the briefest of moments, there was a big chance there for the hosts. There was a very big chance for the hosts. Karen Moyer will try and win it. Shouts of referee ignored by Alice Parker. Cyber will pick it up. To Bradley. Back towards Gloria Cyber. Now Charlotte Newsham. Flannery over the halfway line. Hutton, smart little touch through. Fitzgerald tried to thread it again, but blocked. Charlton starting to look a lot stronger here. Newsham into the penalty area. There's a few who want it. Blocked before it can get there by Stapleton. Driven combative force at times, Jessie Stapleton. Blocked the ball well there. Only Thestrup will be wondering if she could well have done better with that chance a few moments ago. I get a chance here from this corner. First of the game for Charlton. Back it comes and cleared away with screams of get out from the Forest bench. Picked up by Boyhalorka here, over the halfway line. Tried to keep driving with it, understandably, but ran out of room. Such a smart manager, Karen Hills. It's always fair to call her sort of a pragmatic sort. That's always unfair when you read that said, but she's just very tuned into what her players need. And right now, Charlton are the team to catch in the Barclays WSL 2. Stapleton, all towards Rogers. Snappy football from Forest. Boyhalorka. Now knocked forward again. Plenty of Charlton players back to deal with it. Including Sophie Whitehouse. 4 clean sheets this season. No, 6 clean sheets, in fact, this season. 4 conceded. It's an unbelievable record. Nominated for Save of the Month in October, and of course, won in October and November. It's a very smart touch from Flannery, just bought herself a lot of room. And that's a smart touch as well from Cyber. Won well by Forest. Good touch from Claypole, and now down this right-hand side. Chase is on for Smith. Clever layoff before Garcia just struggles to find a teammate. Charlton 0, Forest 0. Road chasing. Cyber being hunted. And slips, and in fact this could create a chance, but the free kick is given. Maybe got away with one a little bit there, Gloria Cyber. Dropping further and further inward and seemed to run out of room very quickly. Slammed down the left and well cleared first time. Pressure still on though. Newsham continues to chase. Forest will try and exploit some of this room. Smart play. Smith gets it back. Forest can start to build again. Rogers almost runs herself into trouble, but mops up well. Now launched on, but cleared away. Pressure still on from Forest, who are just trying to find a route through this Charlton back line. Nice knock to Boyhalorka. Tries to turn herself back into the penalty area. Still with Forest, edge of the penalty area. Potentially the wrong choice from Rowe to try the little side foot through. I mean, it's just a brilliant little open up of the boot, but truth be told, It's always going to take a 1% ball to find anyone. Discussions continuing there. %61 possession so far for Nottingham Forest. Lose possession of it there, mind you. Bradley has an option to that right-hand side and finds it as well. Moya tries the ball in, well blocked. She'll chase it back down. Boyhalaka uses her body really well. And it's a smart switch back as well to this left-hand side. Plenty of Forest players trying to get forward here. Boyhalaka is flying forward as well. This is good from Nottingham Forest. That's a very good ball in. There's two white shirts in the centre. Pulled back towards one of them. And very, very good defending. I think it may well have been Hutton who got across. Forest's best opportunity of the game. All started really with Chantal Boyhalaka's drive from the halfway line and down that left-hand side. Lobato scored, of course, in that 1-1 draw against Pompey. The little flick on works for Hutton, but was the flag up? It certainly was. Defended superbly there by Undao. Moya towards Bradley. Kira Bradley rides the first challenge, bounces into the second. Neat turn from Rogers. Forest have kept possession there very, very smartly. Smart turn to the halfway line. Trying to get away from Moya. Wins the free kick. That possession has just dropped down by a percentage or two. 59% now, down from 61 in the last couple of minutes, but only real chance of the game so far has been for Charlton. Karin Moya, of course, with a really good goal the other day. Former London City Lioness. Great first touch en route to that finish as well. Here's Rachel Rowe. Back again, not too many options really. Forest's patience is to be lauded, but then so too is Charlton's ability to deal with it. Every time they've had to switch on very quickly, the Charlton backline has. Alicia Ndau's cut out a number of opportunities already. Jessie Stapleton. It comes from Newsham. Oh, it's a lovely little touch, and yet again, very well defended. Lobato knew exactly where it was going. Stapleton yet again will pick the ball up. Already well over 100 passes here for Nottingham Forest. Headed towards the 130 mark already. Bit of a wayward pass there though. Picked up nicely by Flannery. Moya cuts back. Runs into trouble and Boyhalorka can help build once more. Marcia. Launched out to the left, and it may well actually drop down this left-hand side as well. May well have been slowed down by the input of Cyber, who then deals with it superbly and was potentially fouled just after it by Everhead. To be fair to the defender, no breath of complaint. Alicia Undau has just helped to marshal this back line superbly so far. Ever present last season, ever present this. A little bit ragged with the touch there. Forest can get a hold of it. Ragged from everyone, really. Stacky puts it out of play. Moya's done well. Not going to reach Thestrup. Continues to chase. And fouls Rogers as she does. Finally got that first Charlton goal, of course. Emily Thestrup. That's a bit of a blind pass given away. Now Jodie Hutton can drive into this penalty area. It's Jodie Hutton who will try for goal. It is an absolutely superb stop from Emily Batty. You do not want to see Jodie Hutton in that position. But Batty picked her place and stood firm. It's a great strike as well from Hutton. Batty was brilliant in stopping it. Had a really good couple of weeks, actually. Superb against Sunderland, superb against Sheffield United, actually, as well. Saves in both of those games that bear taking another look at. Of course, pulled off that unbelievable save in the FA Cup last weekend. Out for another corner. Rogers, as she tends to be, has been well involved so far. In comes the corner once more. Strong header from Boyhalorka. Forest are not going to be able to keep that in. Brome will just leave it for a moment. It'll be Cyber with the throw into the penalty area. Clearance only makes it more dangerous. Still trying to get rid of it here. Claims of a handball. I think it would be harsh to give it. Here's Bradley into the penalty area. Rachel Rowe with the touch. And in the end, despite Forest's protestations, that's going to be another Charlton corner, the first from this side of the pitch. Fresh off the back of what turned out to be the winning goal, of course, against Watford. There is a fair bit of height in this Charlton side. Bradley, Moya, Cyber, and Dow. And it comes towards the head, though, of Newsham, who tries first time to guide it back into danger. In the end, away for another corner kick. Been everywhere so far, Chantal Boy-Halorka. In comes the corner this time, and very, very dangerous, still not clear. The Endow header then claimed by Batty, who'd done so well first time around. And then is impeded as she tries to throw the ball clear. She'll stun it to this right-hand side instead. Ball that was always going to be very, very difficult for Amy Claypole to chase. Hutton. "26 minutes gone. Jodie Hutton's chance on the left-hand side is the best one we've seen so far. Rogers. Stapleton. Swung left-hand side, taken well. Garcia just tried to noodle it. We'll keep chasing it, Garcia. Little flick from Rowe, off the top of the header, Garcia, and now picked up again by Rachel Rowe. Ball through deflected. And Katie Bradley opting potentially very sensibly to leather that one clear. Up ahead with the throw then. Come back to this left-hand side. Amy Claypole. Blocked and reaches Stapleton. And we'll come back to her. Has got support from Kirsty Smith. Mustaki will get it back. Forrest. Such control of the ball. Well, the top it'll come. Maybe awkward. It is too awkward for Chantal Boy-Halorka. Forest have tried that on a few occasions. The flag had gone up anyway. Sophie Whitehouse has not been too involved so far. Here's Hutton. Newsham. Bit of pressure from Claypole. Well applied. Marta's ball forward. Cuts out and swept up. Mine will try and get a hold of it. Rogers. Calm little pass through. Header's done well as well. Fitzgerald has done a lot of chasing up there. Smith cuts in. Pressure is on. Ball is won. And Lucy Fitzgerald can lay it off towards Bradley. Right-hand side and Karen Moyer Gary Moyer, brilliant burst of pace here down this right-hand side. It's a dangerous ball in. And certainly one that Emily Batty had to think about. First real chance for her to start to power down that right-hand side. Forest have done well to not just get in the way, but stay in the way. Game has not really offered us any surprises in terms of how it's settled. A team who are solid and ruthless, just waiting their turn against a side who want the ball, want possession, want to move you around. No doubt. Big slam forward of the ball. It's a good flick on as well. Forest able to deal with it first time. It's still not completely safe. Cyper puts it back in. Side-footed clear. Shouts of shoot from the stand. Hutton finds Newsham instead. In the end, Forest able to scramble it clear. There's been a couple of those flick-ons that have created some questions for Charlton. Throw in, side-footed away. Picked up by Lobato. Newsham. Ball in is momentarily perhaps a worry. Onto the roof of the net and safe. Former Man United youth player has had a really, really good season. November in particular, I mean, she was nominated for Player of the Month that month. She was absolutely superb. Been well involved so far at both ends. Claims from Boy Halorka that she was impeded. Alice Parker letting the game go on. Now Newsham gets away from her. Poor pass. Boy Halorka is still asking questions. At the moment, may not have been a phenomenal spectacle, but many of these fans are still seeing their side not conceding, and certainly not losing at the moment. Good support here at the Valley today. Little clip forward. I do feel that Forest need to just find a little bit more space in front of that Charlton back line. There's the way around it. Hutton maybe a tad lucky there with the ball being knocked clear. And apologies for some fairly choice language you can hear there. Launched forward by Forrest. Oh, it's going to bounce over the head, and in fact, it may well come here for Claypole. It's a brilliant save. My word, Amy Claypole, close to her third of the season. I don't think she's done a great deal wrong here. It was Stapleton who knocked the ball forward. It bounced awkwardly over the head of Lobato. Claypole got a hold of it, but Sophie Whitehouse switched onto it. Excellent save. Lucia Lobato, breathing, I think, a fairly large sigh of relief. He's judged the bounce of the ball. Claypole did very little wrong. Excellent save. Now Alice Parker will just call a couple over. Georgia Brome, one of them. Stucky just on the edge of the penalty area there as well. And it will come toward the near post, nodded away. Moyer able to side-foot it on as well. Forrest pick it back up. Switch towards the edge of the penalty area. Stapleton trying to get it. Newsham over the other side of the pitch now. Charlton has of yet been able to do no resetting. And now, I think that's going to be a free kick. And it looks like it's going to be a yellow card as well. Challenge on Jessie Stapleton. Katie Bradley, I believe, the player booked. It's her second yellow of the season. Now a good chance here for Forrest to get this ball into a dangerous position. High free kick towards the back post. That should be Whitehouse's, and is. Claims it well. Claypole's chasing it. Cyber's still going. Brings the ball out of play. You can argue really now one big chance for both sides. Thestrups was not far off a big chance, but on the side have had plenty of possession. Callie Davies will be wanting a bit more going forward. Amy Claypole almost delivered it. Stapleton clipped up here. Scuffed clearance away. Ball now given away. Finds Rachel Rowe, but it had gone out of play. Kirsty Smith will take the throw quickly. Back to Rowe. Clever touch to Boy Halorka, who not made a clever move. Six minutes or thereabouts of normal time remaining here. Again, Charlton just try and find a route through. Both defences operating very nicely, on the whole anyway. Although perhaps things are starting to weaken at both ends. Claypole. Amy Rogers just opting again for Stapleton, who showed a little bit too much of the ball. Newsham will look to take the throw. Newsham's throw. It's Gerald. Rogers just trying to put her body across. And Kirsty Smith, very sensibly, just follows the ball out of play. Both goalkeepers called into action with a big save each. Patty and Whitehouse have done well. Headed towards the first half's end then. 0-0. Again, it's had its moments. Bounces off Lobato, who this time is able just to sweep it back to a keeper. And that's dangerous, and Thestrup is denied it very well by Brome. In fact, I think the flag is up on that far side. No goals here. There are some very interesting goals elsewhere in the Barclays WSL 2 this afternoon. Saw that cracker, didn't we? Bristol City Palace. Now it could be a chance here again for Forest, edge of the penalty area. Claypole just run out of room, did the sensible thing. Finds Rowe. It's just a lot of neat passing from Forest at the moment. That pass is cut out, mind you. Edge of the area, hit from range. It's not actually that far away. It was always moving away, but for a moment or two with the skid and the skip, it did seem like Forest had a better chance than in the end it may well have proved to be. And Amy Claypole really can be trouble. And after a quiet start to this game, she's absolutely grown into it. It was Brome's strike from range. Claypole was vital in the build-up. I say the same about Nakari Garcia as well, who's been in the game too much so far. Stapleton. Oh, that's a nice little pass from Smith. Claypole will chase it. Ball cleared away. And again, Forest just trying to mop up. Taki just a little bit awkward for it. And Moya's done well. Ball to the right-hand side of the penalty area. Charlton need to get some bodies in the centre. I think there's been a nasty knock in the process. Entirely accidental from Amelie Thestrup. Chloe Mustaki, I think, just needed a moment. Already into the 1 minute of added time. Seems okay. And is able to clear it away there. Claypole lays it off. Hallocker is just blocked as she tries to attempt it. Now with Newsham. Surely the last act of this first half. Jodie Hutton. Big chance for her earlier in the game. And in fact, big chance here at the very last for Charlton. Themselves a free kick. Kirsty Smith will plead her innocence. And this will be the last of this first half. But could it be a big moment for Charlton? You'd imagine Jodie Hutton, well, the two would be the one on this, but maybe they'll want an in-swinger. They go for the in-swinger here, Charlton. Nodded away, and that is the final action of the first half. In some ways, a strange first half. There were big chances for Jodie Hutton and for Amy Claypole. Her strike was superbly saved by Sophie Whitehouse. She grew into the game. Amy Claypole in search of her third of the season. She took the strike so well. Well saved by Whitehouse, and well, you could say the same at the other end, couldn't you? Jodie Hutton's strike very well saved by Emily Batty. But at half-time, we've got no goal here at the Valley. It's Charlton Athletic 0, Nottingham Forest 0. The second half of our final 20-25 game is underway. Will we get a breakthrough? Oh, Head has it taken off her from Moya. And now Charlton get a very early second half chance. It's a great ball through. It's just missed two or three of them, including Fitzgerald, I think. Still with Charlton, edge of the penalty area. Katie Bradley, brilliant pass to find Cyber. Moya tries to get the shot away. Back towards Gloria Cyber, who tries to strike. It's over the bar. Well, that is a second half statement from Charlton. Brilliant ball across. This was a chance a few moments later from Cyber. Always rising, but big moment with that ball across the 6-yard box. I'm pretty sure Fitzgerald threw herself in along with Amelie Thestrup. Rogers. Out to this left-hand side and Ebba Head. Pass evaded a few, cleared away by Charlton. And Rogers once more, that's a smart pass to find Rowe. Ball to the right-hand side is brilliantly cut out by Newsham. And the free kick is won by Forest. Jessie Stapleton looks in some discomfort here. It's just knee to knee, isn't it? She is combative at the best of times, Jessie Stapleton. Can take something very, very serious to keep her down. Georgia Brome, I think initially was thinking about short and may still go short, but there's plenty of Forest players forward here. Boyhalorka tries to nod it into danger. It's taken a bounce through! And Nottingham Forest take the lead. Amy Claypole knocks in her third of the season. Again, Chantel Boyhalorka, a big part of it. And Charlton concede their 5th league goal of the season. And Forest have control of the game. It looked initially like this one was just a little bit wayward, but Boyhalorka, I think it comes off Lobato. And Claypole gambles. She anticipates and she scores. It's Charlton 0, it's Forest 1, and those hardy sorts have seen their side take the lead. Tap in against Sunderland. I think you've got to call that slightly more than a tap in today. She's been talking about wanting more goals this season. She has got another. And Amy Claypole has put Nottingham Forest in charge. Rachel Rowe. Forest get the ball straight back here. Big goal. Charlton are not used to conceding. I mean, they obviously had that 1-1 draw against Pompey last time, but it takes a lot to breach the Sophie Whitehouse goal. Stapleton, her free kick was the first part of that Nottingham Forest goal. Free kick she won, I should say. And Forest certainly, after scoring, seems to have just moved them into a little bit more of a direct situation here. Brome towards Chloe Mustaki. We'll get it back. And Charlton, in a very rare occurrence, find themselves one down. Amy Rogers pass through, he's not going to find Garcia, but Boyhalorka anticipates it nicely. Rachel Rowe picks the right pass to this left-hand side. Ebba Head. Claypole then sees Moya do very well to win it. And Karen Moya has surely been fouled there, and has been by Chloe Mustaki. The last few years for her have been absolutely grim. A lot of medical and health issues for her. She's recovered unbelievably well. Hard to really understate how difficult things have been for Chloe Mustaki. Genuinely inspirational response to it all. Here's Garcia. Sees the ball over the top for Boyhalorka to chase. At the moment, Claypole's in the centre. Boyhalorka will try something very optimistic. Not going to chase the ball down here. Fitzgerald has it taken from her by Stapleton. And now that ball over the top is a good one, but Batty has read it well. Charlton are not top of the table for no reason. They are jam-packed full of quality. Right now, Carly Davies will be absolutely thrilled with the way her side took their big chance there. I think the Charlton concede up to today's game less than 1 in 2. It's a big thing to have scored against them. Hikari Garcia is chasing it, so is Rogers. Charlton throw. Hutton thought about doing it quickly. Down to Cyber. Moya. Well, no, Cyber has made the run. Calm defending from Forrest. And actually, Moya's done really well to chase that one down. It'll steered header towards Garcia, but that was done brilliantly there. Superb to win the ball and keep it. Although, how they're going to keep it for long, just about. Flannery able to emerge with the ball. Newsham to Jodie Hutton. Got Smith for support. Got Smith in the way. And those fans deserve a huge round of applause for the trip today. All Forest fans who've made it here do. Right now they are being rewarded for their endeavours. It does make you wonder, doesn't it? Just how these fans are going to see their side set up for the rest of the game. Charlton are going to have to open up. Halorka, smart touch. Garcia tries to get in the way, and Dow tries to win the ball. And Alice Parker will have a word with her, and in fact deliver the yellow card as well. The second of the season. Now Hikari Garcia just leaping toward the ball. And Forest now have another chance to try and get this into a dangerous position. They worked the previous one perfectly. What are Adam Furness and Durham going to do when they come back in early January? This has been a pretty rough start to the season for them. Now 3-0 down. Of course, Birmingham City, one of the league's most fancied teams this year, but Durham cannot at the moment buy themselves any regular form, despite the qualities of the likes of Molly Lambert and Beth Heppel. Despite having one of the league's top goal scorers, of course, in Beth Heppel. A bit of a trend with the likes of Emily Scarr, of course, at Sunderland. Some of the league's top scorers are playing in sides that, at the moment, aren't making best use of their goals. Starkey. Nice play from Brome, who's still going here. Still going here, Georgia Brome, still going here. Boy Halorka took the ball off her toe, but I think Georgia Brome is saying to her she shouldn't have done. Good pass to find Fitzgerald, left-hand side, and Fitzgerald's layoff is absolutely perfect for Hutton. Here come Charlton. Ball into a dangerous position. Needs to get it away, Forest. Edge of the penalty area again here for Charlton Athletic. Moya wants it. 2 for company, and a very good sliding challenge. Last few minutes have been a bit better here from Charlton. They still have not been testing Emily Batty enough. When you think coming into today, shots on target, Nottingham Forest were carrying about 53, way and above what Charlton had offered so far this season. I suppose you could spin it again and say, well, no matter the start, Charlton are unbeaten coming into today and top of the Barclays WSL 2 table. But again, nowhere near the top scorers in the league. Obviously, before this 5th goal they've conceded this season today, they conceded 4, and then Durham had conceded 12, albeit for both sides now those tallies have been added to. Great deal more, in fact, for Durham. Forest chasing the ball down. Launch back down this Forest left-hand side. Charlton need to get a hold of the ball here. Fitzgerald will get on top of it. Her header towards Kira Flannery, who's not been too involved so far in the game. Flannery doing well here. That's a brilliant pass from Kira Flannery. Lovely bit of creativity, well defended by Brome. They'll concede the corner, and Georgia Brome is not happy about it. And in fact, her displeasure sees her booked. That was excellent from Kira Flannery, though. Beautifully weighted ball, dragged a lot of players with her before just slotting it through. Of course, she'll have seen her manager over at West Ham. She's on loan at Charlton. Dismissed in the last few days. West Ham's season in the WSL has not gone well. Here comes the Charlton corner towards the back post, and Jodie Hutton tries to steer it goalward. You'd argue she would likely be in the WSL2 Team of the Year so far. The very worst in and around it. Great season for Jodie Hutton to this point. Claypole takes it well. Ball judged to have gone out. And for Forest, well, they'll just be hoping for a bit more possession of the ball. They had plenty of it in the first half, but Charlton are going to have to move. They're going to have to try and stretch things. Here's Bradley, tries to toe poke it through, comes towards the edge of the penalty area, and absolutely slammed clear, and in fact it may well drop here for Chantel Boy-Halorka. Boy-Halorka cuts away brilliantly from Lobato and then puts it over the bar. It may not have been meant for her, but she chased it brilliantly. Lucia Lobato, I think to a certain extent, did quite well here. She kept going, she kept asking the questions of Boy-Halorka. This is the right cutback as well, just to move away, buy herself some space, but yeah, she'll be disappointed with the way she got under the ball there. Another big chance for Forest. As Charlton win themselves a free kick. Smart, quick free kick taken here. Ball back toward Jodie Hutton. This is lovely football from Charlton. Brome in the way. Claypole trying to get in there. Claypole has got in there. And just decides to move it to some semblance of safety. Charlton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Amy Claypole. And her goal separates these two sides at the moment. It's a brilliant flick on. That's a superb flick on for Thestrup, who was by herself and has done excellently to win the corner. Brome was with her. And Brome, again, called into action for a late challenge to cut off Charlton's attempt. Another Charlton corner. Been racking them up in this game. Bradley will take it. Katie Bradley's corner, near post, and flicked wide by Newsham, who will claim the corner, and I think quite rightly not get it. And that was in there as well. There were two Charlton players running for it. Another reminder for Forest not to switch off. And another reminder that for Charlton's players, this game ain't done yet. Karen Hill's watching on. Halorka not watching, but brilliantly defended there by Lobato. And almost finds Fitzgerald with the pass there. I don't think it's difficult to guess what Carly Davies is saying there either. Wanting her players just to focus, to calm down. We're likely to see, I think, a change or two shortly as well. So one or two players getting a few instructions in that dugout. Down this left-hand side, the ball is going to prove too long. Bounces away though for a throw, I should say. .63 on the clock. Charlton 0, Forest 1. Lobato trying to get it under control, not managing to though, and Claypole trying to dance her way through. Lovely turn from Rowe. Muir will go back for it, so will Rogers. And Smith is going to have to chase this down to keep possession. Stapleton clears it against Thestrup, and to be fair to Kirsty Smith as well, she knows how to see that out. Rogers launches it up. Halorka able to flick it on, and a bit of confusion has helped out for Nottingham Forest here. Ball to the right-hand side, only really Claypole in the centre. It's not going to reach, and Newsham will get in the way, but doesn't keep it in play. And it's going to be a Forest corner kick here. Still waiting on the news of any changes here for Nottingham Forest. And it's going to be, from the look of it, Nahikari Garcia, who will be replaced by Deanne Rose. The former Leicester winger will make her way on here. Absolutely lightning pace on Deanne Rose. I think we're also going to see Emma Bissell here as well on her 24th birthday. There is Deanne Rose. The question now, I suppose, is if we're going to see the Charlton substitution. Unlikely, considering they're defending the corner. There is Emma Bissell. In comes the Forest corner. It's dangerous, it's nodded away. First touch of the game for Rose, who then gets it back. Deanne Rose. Chance to try and drive at them here. Smart play this from Forest. Here's Rachel Rowe. Now Smith. Claypole just urging teammates to just stay calm a little bit. That ball might be too much for Smith, and is. And this will now be the first Charlton change of the game, with Amelie Thestrup off and Emma Bissell on. Arrived from Everton in January. Pound starts fairly hard to come by. Has scored this season though, Bissell. And there is that pace from the counter-rational of Deanne Rose, and here is the pressure from Boy Halorka. Rome launching it. Not the most convincing of clearances because Hutton was lurking. Now Stapleton's got 2 for company. She's done well, but Charlton keep possession. Newsham. Nice ball back towards her. Decent chance this for Charlton, back into a dangerous position. 2 or 3 times they've tried that ball back in from the byline. Here is Claypole. Look at how deep Amy Claypole is at the moment. Boy Halorka tries to take it in their stride. Cyber. Rachel Rose won the free kick. Only Emily Syme and Sophie Pescott have assisted more than Rachel Rowe this season. You think about the season that Emily Syme has been having as well. It's a pretty impressive player to be only the 1 assist behind. Syme has been extraordinary, hasn't she? Mustaki. Challenge from Moya. All good according to Alice Parker, and Bissell can move it back towards her. A little bit awkward from Kira Flannery. Claypole's touch is heavy. Flannery's got it back. Switches play very nicely to Newsham. Now to Jodie Hutton. Jodie Hutton's ball in is a dangerous one, but well defended. Forest still going to play their way out here. Just maybe 1 pass too many. Owen Smith were combining nicely, but Charlton have done well to block that. 20 minutes to go at the Valley. Will Charlton's unbeaten record finally fall away on the final game of the year? Here it comes. Moya is not 12 feet tall, so doesn't get close to it. Cyber, smart pass. Flannery. That's a really good ball in. Slammed away. Rose will chase it up against Lobato. Lobato's done brilliantly, but there is an issue inside the penalty area. And Alice Parker has immediately waved on. I think the folks to deal with Jessie Stapleton's bash to the face. She's got a thumb by her eye. There is some laughing and joking in the bench while their teammate gets a little bit of treatment, but they'll know she's a very, very hardy sort, Jessie Stapleton. And they'll know that Amy Claypole's goal has put Forest in the ascendancy here. The nod on here from Boy Halorka. I know he gets the lucky bounce off Lobato, but even then, steered it into a dangerous position. Starkey's initial ball forward. And then Claypole just gambled, anticipated brilliantly, and finished. Now we are going to see a few changes, I think, again, because that's Mary McAteer who's made her way on here. Now she's replaced Lucy Fitzgerald, Mary McAteer. And Mia Ross has also made her way on. We'll get confirmation of who she has replaced in just a moment. I think it's Lobato she's replaced Mia Ross. That would certainly make sense, of course, as a centre-back herself. So McAteer and Ross on. Rose wins it well. And if she gets going, she's a tough one to stop, but on a booking, that is an exceptional challenge from Katie Bradley. That really is a very, very good challenge from Katie Bradley. There is Mia Ross. Dow. Flick on is taken by Forrest. Boyhalorka. Rose. Well challenged by Newsham. Now launched on, but likely going to be awkward for Claypole to get to. Whitehouse is a long way forward, but deals with it very calmly. This is Mia Ross. That's a really good pass. Charlton have 15 minutes to save that unbeaten record. Down this left-hand side, Newsham's done brilliantly. Again, it's pulled back. There's a few red shirts there, but so too is Chantel Boyhalorka. That's a brilliant ball through. Pulled back in by Bissell. Surely now Moya has equalised. And she has. Charlton back on level terms. Forest's back line fractured. And Karen Moya scored, of course, with a great touch last time. Has today scored with a sliding, thumping finish. Cyber's ball there is superb. Bissell's ball is superb. Stapleton gets a little bit off balance with the, you could argue, slightly lucky first touch on that occasion, but nothing lucky about the finish. Slammed past Emily Batty. 1-1 at the Valley. Rose initially expected a free kick, I think, there. Deanne Rose's ball in. Going to drift out for a goal kick. When you think Charlton haven't been beaten in the league since November of 2024, Karen Hills will be delighted that that record is continuing at present. They do tend to have a very good record in meetings with Nottingham Forest. That record was under threat, may well still be under threat. But it is Charlton 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Rogers wins it well. And Emma Bissell has an assist on her birthday. And it was a really good ball across as well. Forest's back line that has been so well organised. Breached by Cyber's ball through. Now Karen Moya seems to be absolutely everywhere. Rose will keep chasing against Undao, but so the ball has gone out. Doesn't appear to have done, but Charlton have kept possession with Ross. And now Moya, and the chance for Charlton to charge. Karen Moya onto the right boot, got some support from Hutton. It's come very central there. Newsom onto the right boot, tries the shot. It's not a favoured foot. It's not a favoured result either. Well, there is, considering the trip, considering the weather, considering the time of year, good support for Forest, but maybe a little less happy in these last few minutes. Undao up against Rose, who takes a tumble and keeps going, to be fair to Deanne Rose. That direct running, that pace of hers has certainly caused some issues since she came on. Alice Parker just making sure the throw is taken from the spot she wants. So it would be different if Boyhalorka had taken advantage of that big switch, that big counter-attack 15 or so minutes ago. Did everything until the finish perfectly. Purcell's ball through is a very good one. Is Moya onside? Apparently she is onside, and Batty has to deal with it. In fact, the flag goes up very late. And now we're going to see some more changes here from the bench. We are going to see some changes from the bench for Forest. So Kirsty Smith will make her way off the field. And Cara Hamilton will come on. For her, it's just been 3 or 4 years of just injury hell. Nice to see her back on the pitch. Here's Deanne Rose up against Undao. And to be fair to Alicia Undao, she's dealt with that situation brilliantly. Still causing problems, Rose. Rowe. That's a great pass towards Rose. 3 white shirts in the centre, back to Rachel Rowe. Support from Head. Ball is brilliantly blocked. Miscommunication sees Moya come away with the ball and still come away and then win a free kick in pretty unarguable circumstances. And it appears there is quite a bit of a problem here for Brome. Gloria Cyber's going to come across and get a drink. I think Karen Hills is going to motion for a few to come over for a chat. It is a group that is incredibly together. She's spoken several times, particularly in the last few weeks, about her team's character. Well, yet again today, character being shown. This is the equaliser. That ball from Cyber is brilliant. The ball from Bissell is brilliant. There is some luck in that initial touch from Moya, but in the end, no luck with the thumping finish. Quality of the build-up play deserved the goal. And they got it. Interesting that Rose, with her pace, having come off the bench, is now the main counter-attacking focal point. And Dow is not going to, I don't think, launch this forward, although she's going across, I think, for an instruction, in fact. And I believe we've had a red card for Nottingham Forest as well. We will double check that. But it appears Alice Parker has sent off Brome as well for a second yellow card. And now here comes Chantel Boyhalorka on her own. 5, 6 Charlton players around her. Boyhalorka's done brilliantly, has found Rowe who's in the penalty area, who's not going to keep it. Yeah, confirmation, Nottingham Forest down to 10 here. Brome was down getting treatment and received the red while she was down. So Forest will finish the game with just 10 on the pitch. Batty's got to get this, and does. And in fact, an immediate apologetic. A hold of the goalkeeper from Jodie Hutton. Certainly no intent meant on that. And now Emily Batty is needing some treatment here. Again, Hutton did not mean in any way, shape or form to cause an issue. Going through the tests now, Emily Batty. Georgie Ferguson is the goalkeeper on the bench. We would likely see if there is an issue here for Emily Batty. So now we are going to have to simply wait. Because quite rightly, nobody is rushing this treatment of Emily Batty. Now this was the red card. Brome going in, having already been booked. Alice Parker, the referee, just took a moment to make sure she was okay, but after waving on some medical help, she also issued the second yellow card and the red for Georgie Brome. Went into her Christmas break a little earlier than a few of her teammates. You can certainly spin the disappointment for Carly Davies' side, not perhaps seeing out a win here. Well, there is time. But if you had offered her 5th going into the break at the start of the season, there is no question she'd have happily taken that. That is where Forest currently sit. League leaders Charlton still proving very, very difficult to beat. The left-hand side is scruffily taken. Forest aren't sitting back here. These last couple of minutes, they are going to go for it. You can see from the energy, that's the plan. (2-1) now, Newcastle away at Portsmouth, who really have had such a rough run in this first half of the season with injuries. There's been times they've barely been able to couple a back four together, really. Their defence particularly plagued by injuries. Ball well anticipated. Deanne Rose. Ahead, nice little touch there, and we'll get the ball back. I spoke too early. It's the right idea. Katie Bradley. Deanne Rose is just trying to put pressure on wherever she can, but Charlton's defence looking calm, composed. Good work on this left-hand side. It's a great ball through as well. Newsham's kept going. Mustaki, though, has kept going with it and has won the goal kick. We'll head into the added time. There will be a fair few, I'd imagine, at least 5 minutes of added time in this. It will in fact be 9 minutes of added time. I severely undercooked that. There is the chance of a winner. Halorka's touch. Cyber deals with it. 9 minutes added. Flag is up here. So, of course, the 11th of January is going to be our next Barclays WSL 2 match day. And a reminder, for the course of the whole of this season, you can watch every single game in its entirety for free on this YouTube channel. Forest will return with a home game to Bristol City. Charlton will travel to Ipswich. They'll flick on for Rose. Newsham does enough. Saab has taken that really well, considering how awkward it was for the Hungarian. Good turn from McAteer. Not been massively involved since her arrival from the bench. That's a brilliant ball to the left-hand side. That's superb. It's Hutton. Ball in low toward the back post. Bissell pulls it back. And the goalkeeper, Batty, throws herself in. And second time around, it evades everyone. And considering she had a knock to the head, 5 minutes ago, Emily Batty deserves a huge amount of respect for the way she threw herself in here. Really do think as well that Emma Bissell has made a big difference to that Charlton Athletic front line. She's come on the first day of her 24th year and, well, nailed it. Brilliant assist for Moya's goal, causing all kinds of problems there as well. Still 6 or so minutes to go here. Down to 10 here, Forest. Still not showing a lack of ambition, to be fair. Stapleton has to try and switch that. Newsham's in the right place and deals with it simply. Rogers. And the free kick is conceded by Cara Hamilton. A few drinks being taken on board in this second half. Jodie Hutton taking the opportunity to have a quick swig. Newsham just tried to knock it through her opponent. Claypole. Pass for Rose was not great. Katie Bradley. Let's see what she's tried with that ball. She's not going to be far off. Hamilton able to just watch it out. No matter how you spin this, no matter what happens in these next 4 or so minutes, what Charlton Athletic have done at the start of this Barclays WSL 2 season has been frankly unbelievable. 5 goals conceded. They'll be comfortably clear and top of the table going into Christmas. Even if something bad happened for them here. Here's Rachel Rowe. Ball does the Vedza. Jessica Stapleton's got to get a hold of this and manages to clear it away. Charlton still putting some pressure on. Into the area with Hutton. Hamilton in the way. Hutton's still going. Newsham, I should say, still going. Ball back towards Cyber. McAteer wanted it. Bradley rolls it backward. Mary McAteer. Clever play from Rowe. Experienced midfielder having to do a lot of work there, the 33-year-old. Rowe's attempt to swing it towards Claypole is ambitious. His first touch. Rowe's big touch. Charlton is certainly trying to stretch and find a route through this diminished Forest team. That ball was almost unbelievable. Slightly overhit. Moyer was unable to chase it down. Into the last 2 minutes and change. And her side's unbeaten record at present looks like it will survive the year. It'll be at least 13 months in the league between losses for her side. 24th of November 2024, the last league loss. Here come Charlton again. Newsham. Little pass towards Moyer. That's a great little layoff towards Hutton. Needs to be a few more bodies in the centre. Evades Bissell and comes back to her. Happy birthday, Emma Bissell. Or is it Jodie Hutton, in fact, who slammed that in? On first look, it was Bissell, but perhaps not. Either way, from behind, Charlton will continue their dominance of the WSL 2. It is Emma Bissell. It is a birthday gift. And it is one that is well taken. That layoff from Moyer is brilliant. Hutton's ball in. Rowe doesn't get it and lands right in front of Bissell, who absolutely slams it home for a Charlton win. Her second of the season. And a good way to start being 24. And it's not just the goal as well. She has made a clear and marked difference since coming on. And Carly Davies will be pretty sick to her stomach. Yes, her side are down to 10. They have played well, but it's been 2 defensive lapses, really. And now there are mere seconds left to get anything from the game for her team. Last chance for Forest. Charlton 2, Forest 1. Keeper is up as well, Emily Batty. Nodded down toward the back post. Claypole trying to get a hold of it. Overhead kick back into danger. Away again it goes. And now Forest need to get a hold of this. Charlton happy to see this away. And McAteer slams the boards. And that is that, in an incredible game in many ways. Karen Hills talked again and again about her side's character. They've shown it again. Unbeaten, as you just heard there from the stadium announcer, in 2025 in the league. November 2024, their last loss. This is a serious, serious outfit. This is a team right now untouchable, unbeatable. And in the second half of the season, it's going to be about seeing that out. They go into Christmas with a clear points lead at the top of the table. Yes, Birmingham City are chasing. Yes, Bristol City are chasing. Yes, Newcastle United have started to find their form as well. But Charlton Athletic have been unbelievable this calendar year. They've just got to see it out in the second half of the season. For Forest, well, there was moments, there is quality. They are still improving, they are still growing. They would absolutely have taken 6th in the table at Christmas at the start of the season. There is room for them to improve. They will improve. But right now, it's hard to see how Charlton Athletic will get any better. Whatever you throw at them, whatever you make them wait for, eventually, this season, they found you out. There will be some really frustrated faces. There is some very frustrated faces in that Forest circle. They will likely be fine. There is plenty to work on. But Emma Bissell, well, the birthday celebrations, I imagine, will only get bigger from here. She didn't just make a change with a goal. She was brilliant with an assist before that as well. Charlton were hit, but they hit back harder. At the Valley, it finishes Charlton Athletic 2, Nottingham Forest 1.
2, Birmingham 3, Durham 0, Charlton 2, Ipswich 1. There we go. Thank you very much for your support. Look after yourselves. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you next year. Take care. And above all else, keep the faith.
Well, just a reminder, you can of course watch all of the Barclays WSL 2 on this YouTube channel. Here are some results from today. Well, from this round of fixtures, Southampton, a huge win for them away at Sheffield United. Birmingham make things a great deal worse for Durham. They've got to find something come January. Newcastle continue their improvement, of course, under new management. They beat Portsmouth 2-1, and having been 1-0 down, it's a massive win for Melray and for Sunderland. They win 2-1. to give themselves a little bit more breathing space towards the bottom end of the table. Goals from Brown and Atkinson have won them that game. It was 2 goals in 2 minutes, in fact, for Sunderland there. And of course, as you just saw, Charlton 1-0 down, have won 2-1. Here is the league table as it stands then. Charlton 5 points clear at the top from Birmingham, Bristol City and the vastly and quickly improving Newcastle United. Ipswich will have to improve massively. But you look at Durham, Sheffield United and Sunderland, and in fact Southampton as well. All 4 of those teams would have been looking towards the other end of the table in September. They'll be hoping to do so again, starting from January. But Charlton Athletic, unbeaten this season, unbeaten this calendar year. An absolutely unbelievable character. Very shortly, we'll take a look at some of the match highlights. But Charlton, I think, likely in name of being unbeaten to this point this year. I think very rightly having themselves a bit of a photo shoot at the end of the game. So this is how the game got going, really. Thestrup tried, put one wide. It's a flick on that just passed Brome by. Couldn't steer that one on target. And then this, the best chance of the first half for Charlton. Jody Hutton driving in, slamming the ball right towards Emily Batty, who stood up to it well. And then at the other end, Lobato misjudging the bounce. Claypole taking one touch. Got a good shot away, but there was a very good save from Whitehouse to stop it. She would have her moment later in the match. Late in the first half, Brome tried from range as well. And then in the second half, Charlton started to find a little bit more danger. Karen Moyer had a brilliant second half. Put that ball into a really dangerous position. And then Cyber, in the end, unable to keep it down. Decent strike from the right back. And then came this. The bounce off the centre-back, Claypool's gamble, and Nottingham Forest's lead. Boy, Halorka was really dangerous through vast swathes of the game. And Claypool put Forest in charge. And then came this, a brilliant ball from Cyber. Bissell's ball through. Some luck first time for Moyer. No luck needed second time. An emphatic equaliser from a player in form. And then the game, you could argue, maybe changed even more after this. Georgia Brome clattering Moyer. She got some medical assistance, but she also got her second yellow card and was sent off. And then Hutton's ball in, found Bissell. Batty was brave after a knock only a few minutes before. And McAtee with a bit of an air shot inside the 6-yard box. She'd be frustrated she didn't convert that, Mary McAtee. But then, cometh the hour, cometh the birthday woman. Slammed the ball home, Emma Bissell. That was just part of what was a really impressive cameo from the bench. And Bissell got the winner. Another reminder, we will be with you for every single Barclays WSL 2 game this season. You can watch for free on this channel. Whenever there is a game, we will bring it to you. A huge thank you for your company. And of course, until we meet again, a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. It's very, very happy for Karen Hills. It's finished Charlton Athletic 2, Nottingham Forest 1.